9647 Friar Tuck Drive in Westchester, Ohio. Doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for basically any structural issues, anything that'd be concerning to the buyer. Our access point is the floor clean out here. Because we can go both directions. We can go upstream back in towards the house, which is what we're going to do first, and then we'll turn and we'll go back. We'll go downstream and we'll go out towards the street or out towards the main. So again, we're going to go upstream first. I'm not sure how this is laid out. It looks like there's a Y in here that comes over from the stack in the right part of the basement, and so I may try to looks like it's going to take me over to this Y on the side, and then we'll see if we can get it to go up straight the next time, so we can take a look at as much of this piping as possible. You can just see a buildup of, it's mainly like, basically it's like mold or whatever that kind of builds up on the inside of this pipe, and it's not anywhere near the it's closed up in here, so moisture builds up, so I may end up having to run some water here. I was able to rinse it off, and so a lot of times we'll be able to push all the way back, and then when we pull back we'll be able to see a little bit better. You can see the line does kind of snake its way through, and here is the toilet downstairs. So we ran right up into the toilet, so that would be the high end. This must come from the sink that is in that bathroom. And as we pull back, good thing is everything looked good. I know that this line was run full from the home inspection, and so any low spots there will be some water left over. Okay, this spot, there's a Y coming up right here. You can see as we come in here now to the left, the reason why that's all gooey, that's coming from your sink. It's usually the nastiest line in the house because of the food particles and stuff like that, and it's a smaller diameter line, usually 1.5 inches, and that's why the camera is going to the right and just staying in the larger 3-inch, even though the camera wants to kind of go straight. And so really not much access for the camera because the line is so small that the camera has a hard time going through the smaller diameter camera or diameter pipe. But the line looks good. I haven't seen any issues at all. This is kind of what you're wanting. But I want to find out if I can get it to go straight. I think I may have. Let's see if we can go up here. I believe I did. Yeah. There, now I went up into the straight part, and here is the stack. So that's good. We were able to get the camera to go in both of those lines. I should be able to pull back right through here, and it'll flop back straight. So we have been able to check this whole line. Now this one coming in is another smaller pipe. I believe this is the line. That one looks kind of small, but maybe the condensate floor drain. I would think coming over very close to this clean out is where the other line would come in, but that would be from the stack. It must have been from the stack bottom half, the 3-inch. And so now we are moving and we're going downstream. We're going to push all the way out to the street. Should be PVC all the way out. So far the line looks really good. And we'll run some water a little bit, at least from the downstairs bathroom. Okay, looks like we are switching over to, like a weird repair or something that was made in through here. I mean, it's open. Looks like there was some. Looks like there was a repair made here at one point. You can see the section through here. Huh. Strange, but yeah, looks like there was a repair made in there. And now we're back into. So what I'm going to do is, especially once I get all the way out, I am going to run some water. That way we can take a better look on the way back, and we'll take a look at that spot a little closer and just make sure that the water is escaping through there properly. Because it's hard telling if that was a repair made after the install or if something happened during install that they had to add that in, because it could have been an additional clean out or something. It really looked weird. Didn't look like there was any structural issues with it, but it just looked like just miscolored and, you know. Here we are coming into the sewer main. There's the larger sewer main. So, made it all the way out to the main. Everything looked good. I didn't see any major, any structural issues or anything of any real concern. I am going to pull back and, like I mentioned, take a note, take a look at that one spot that looked like there was a repair done. That could have happened when the line was installed. Could have been where a clean out was installed. When they were building, it could have been the connection between where the developer butted up. The developer comes in, they put in the sewer mains, and they run the lines under the road if necessary up onto each property before they ever build the houses. Then when the builder comes along, they build the houses and then they run the sewer line out to there. That could be the demarcation line between those two spots, and maybe that's what that was. It just, like I said, this is a different color, and just want to make sure that section of the line is functioning properly. So I'm going to pause the video and run some water, and then we'll come back and pull the camera back. Okay, we're running some water. Should be getting pretty close to making its way down there. Sometimes it takes a minute. So we are at 120 feet, so a lot of times it takes the water a minute to catch up. You can see it is moving. See all the mold basically that builds up on the inside of the pipe that I've knocked loose with the camera. As I've gone down, it's slowly flowing down. The line looks really good. You can see the line is relatively flat. I mean, the water is escaping easily, but you can see it's not moving super fast. And a lot of times that's what they want. They don't want the water to move too fast, because then you'll leave basically beached toilet paper. If the water outruns the toilet paper, you want it to be enough, have enough that, you know, it carries that toilet paper. So this is where I wanted to take a look, because it just looks rough. Looks like a little bit of roots or something. So I don't see any structural damage or anything. I just see just more buildup and stuff. Kind of looks like there's something that ran through there that scraped plastic off of the inside edge. Huh. So I don't see anything that's obstructing flow or anything. Yeah, I mean, all the water's escaping well. It just was a really weird section of pipe. May have been a repair at some point, and that's why, like I said before, it's a slightly different material, slightly different aged PVC, but so here we are back at the clean out, and everything looked great. I didn't see any issues. That one spot that just looks weird. I'm going back upstream again because I want to just verify where that this is where the sink, the kitchen sink comes in. And this is where I was talking about to the left. And so that was the spot where the kitchen was, and I just wanted to make sure you could see that in the left. That's where the camera won't go. But it is making its way through there well. We'll make one more check here. Pull up next to the joint here from the right. And then I'm going to pause the video. We're going to go run some water from another section and turn the kitchen off. So I'm going to pause the video again. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that where the water was coming out for the other side, and here it comes now off to the right. The line from the front should pretty much quit running, so there'd be no water coming down this way. You can see it's pretty stagnant. But then you get down here, you can see the water coming in from the right, and that's that other stack on the right. And so everything looked great. So I didn't find any issues. Like I said, the one spot that just looks kind of strange, I think it may have been a previous repair, or possibly a repair done during construction. If somebody hit it when they were, first putting the line in, it's very, very possible. But yeah, I didn't see any issues at all. The line's open and flowing freely at the time of inspection. Everything seemed like it was working well. The line's open. Didn't see any structural issues. It's not holding any water. There's, very, very minor low spots that are not a concern at all. It's from initial settling from when the line was installed. But yeah, the line looked good. And so really don't have anything to report. So that'll end the inspection at 9647 Friar Tuck Drive in Westchester, Ohio.